Hey everyone, welcome to H Cooper Crafty Bug, Crafty Bug's Homecoming Mom Beehive. Sorry, I'm trying to clean off my desk a little belatedly. I need a little room right here. Okay, because I can't share. I had to put my tablet or my computer over here, which makes it so you guys can't see the table as well. Okay. Hey Teresa, how are you? Welcome, welcome. All right, I'm working on this mom and this mom. They're first sisters. This one's almost done. I just need to do attach her name to the mum head. And I've got a big bow for right there. I already made that. And just check it out. Make sure everything's. This is a budget mum, but she did buy some extras. She comes with different packages, and she ordered one of the pack upgrades. That's what I'm trying to say. And then this one is a mini, but it's a deluxe mini. So it's got cutouts, extra braids, stuff like that. It's got lots of diamond dust ribbons. Hey, Jessica, how are you? Welcome, welcome. Hey, Emma, how are you? Hey, Alicia. Yay, we can work together. That always means y'all are going to be quiet, but I completely understand. All right. Just trying to clean up a little bit. So last night I did this one all yesterday. I already had the cutouts made, and then Lily helped me glue them and press them. So because I had a shit ton of cutouts to do. But for their cutouts are already done, ready to attach. I got the skirt done, except for no trinkets or bells or anything attached yet. But I got her 3 braids made last night. I already had 2 braids for hers made, so all I had to do was make the loop chain and then, build the whole thing. So I got to do her mum head and attach, some trinkets and stuff. Oh, there's one other thing. I need to put stickers on that too. Those come with stickers. So I'm putting like the school name and mascot, Lorena Leopards. So that, and then probably 2025. And then the same with, the minis always get stickers. So same with hers, but I haven't designed those yet. I have been really slacking on designing the stickers. And I probably already, I think I've made bumps for them before. I probably have some stickers, but like it already designed from previous, but I always like to change it up. But I could go in there and just, keep the size, because I know she used to get the mini size. And now she's in middle school and she wants the longer one. So they got the budget with an upgrade. And I got to do a ribbon necklace for her. So usually, my minis and peewees come with 1 braid or chain in the middle, and then all these stickers. With the upgrade, she got 3 braids and chains. I did a cottage ladder, I did a Louisiana, and then this is the Hopes chain, but I added 1 more of the infinity loops. Instead of 4, there's 6, because there's only 3 clusters on a 12-inch. So I could have made them a little bit smaller, but I'm glad I stuck to that. And then it just didn't feel full enough with only 3 clusters. If it was on a long mum, it looks fine. But with that, I was like, it needs more. And then I always bling up both sides, because it does twist around, and you do see, and she got hearts. Then I used a homecoming ribbon, so I don't have to do homecoming stickers. And then on the cottage ladder, I really loved how it turned out, because it alternated from solid to like the checkerboard. And what I did, I don't know how to write this down in my notes. I guess I can. But, the top of the T is the ribbons that you see. And I did, and I don't remember which was on top or which was on bottom. I don't know that that matters, but I did red diamond dust on one half with, and I can see it, with silver diamond dust on the other. So I don't, like I said, I don't know which one was top or bottom. And then I did black diamond dust with red diamond dust on another side. And then I want to say like the red was on top on one side and then on the back on the other side. So silver would have been facing up and black facing back or something. But I don't, like I said, I don't think it really matters as long as the red is on one side and the other, but on alternate. So I got solid red diamond dust and then the silver and black every other one. And that's a new pattern for me. I loved it. And of course I used 4 different ribbons for the Louisiana. And this is all diamond dust here in the middle. So that's part of the upgraded deluxe package. Me too. I'm going to have to, if Amanda didn't get on here, I have to show her that. And that's the 9/16. Sorry, people are messaging on Etsy like crazy. You too? Thought this was cute, and I made sure that they had completely different braids and chains. I didn't want them to have anything the same. I didn't want them to look the same. There's the same colors, of course. And she got one of the patterns that I know you can't see it from here probably, but our Mumley imprint, the black and white one, it's in the mum head, and then there's 2 streamers, and then it's also on the top and the bottom of the homecoming chain. And that homecoming chain is the imprint. I don't know if Daniel still has that, but it was, where it shows where to cut, and each one was a different letter. Bring it closer. This budget is, I call it a budget because it's a full mum, but it's skinnier than what I usually make. You guys know I usually go wide with my mums. It's going to be full with lots of braids and chains and stuff. But I had, way back when, I had a customer that wanted a long one, but she needed it to stay in a budget. She was like, can you make her a long one that's like skinny or something that's in this price range? So that's what I came up with. I do 3 braids or chains, usually a loop chain, sometimes with their name, usually a loop chain, and usually the loop chain will have their name on it. But like I said, she upgraded, so it came with a cutout. She wanted the name on that. So I did the homecoming. And there's our Mumley ribbon. And then I did them like this, which takes up more room. And then a victory. And they just felt so flat. Usually, like last year when I did them all the same. I did a whip braid, I did a Mobius, and a loop chain. So they were all kind of like puffy, thicker braids and chains. But I did a zigzag and a victory, and they just kind of felt flat. So I did the flowers. I did the ribbon flowers. Put 2 on here and 3 on this one. And it just gave it that little bit of oomph that it needed. Hey, Miss Carol, how are you? Well, I'm glad you got to say hello. I'll have to pick them up. No orders. I'm sorry. Survivors, Revival Healing. How are you? You became a... Oh, thank you. Let me ring the bell. Thank you for the membership. Gotta ring the cowbell. Thank you. I really appreciate you. I love yours. You're always the sweetest, Miss Carol. She's always in the comment section, just leaving me the sweetest comments, making up for all those hippopotamuses that leave nasty. Can you do a different angle? I can't see what you're doing. Or the one you talk too much. Click on that again. Well, I guess I have to take you off so you can see. I'm sorry. And the bell, those of you that went to mom camp remember the stickers we got from Amistad? The big hearts. I put that on the cowbell. It looks so good. Isn't that pretty? I did add a little bit of the art glitter glue behind it too, which is dried completely now. You could see some white for a while until it dried completely, but I never trust stickers, so I always like to add a little bit of art glitter glue just for that extra security. But isn't that pretty? And then all kinds of trinkets. She got 2 bells. I always put a strand of bling on these as well. I did the square for her. You're welcome. It's true, though. I appreciate the comments. I really do. And then there's another thing that makes this a budget is I do one row of the 2.5 luster, of course, overlapping. You don't want any gaps. And then I keep it skinny, which is kind of hard for me sometimes. This one came together so well, y'all. Like I didn't have any issues. I wanted to cry. It came together so well. But after that, I added a row of the 2-inch, I think it's 2-inch diamond dust. And then I gave her, again, she's upgraded, so she gets a little bit of fancier stuff. So she got the pretty wired. Of course, I took the wire out. I don't know if you can see it's glittery too. It's like, no, it's more metallic. It's metallic. And then she got the imprint on both sides. I already put them volleyball stickers on there. I have some glitter volleyball stickers there and at the bottom. And sometimes I'll put like these kind of stickers, on the ribbons too. But like I said, I've got to put some, the Lorena Leopards. I already got Homecoming in probably 2025 somewhere. And then any sports stickers. And I'll probably do the stickers in either red or black or maybe both. And let's see. So I did the mumbly there and also on the bottom. Whenever I do a loop chain, especially if it's going to have, like Homecoming or something, I like to have an extra one at the bottom because you never see the bottom one. It always curls under. So it helps support that one so you can actually see that one if you have the room. And then finish it off with another one on top too. I just like the looks of that. And you could see the corners. So I put the squares on the corners of the ones going like this. And then the square again up here. Oh, she has another small cutout too. It's a violinist. And then all these, like I said, I've got a bunch of trinkets on there and it's going to be making noises and stuff. And then one row of loops for the budget. But of course, make sure everything's covered. It's a 6.5-inch flower is what I usually use. Ribbon necklace or pin on, whatever they want. And of course, it's still layered with a bunch of ribbons. I'm not like doing like one ribbon or something. Y'all do whatever works for your customers and budget. But again, with the upgraded, she got lots of diamond dust and the imprint ribbon as well. And then I always do a big bow, sometimes with really long, curly. Of course, I leave the wires in those because you can't curl them without like really spiraled. That's what I was doing at first. And then I had one last year that just did not look good. And I ended up just doing a big bow like this with short tails. And it looks so good. So they get a big bow, but it may not be exactly like what they think. And I already made a bow. Hopefully it'll still work. I did one bow and I didn't like it. I kept redoing it and I realized it was the ribbon I didn't like with it. So I did just a plain red sparkly ribbon bow with her name and then the violinist. Well, if the bow's there, I'll probably put the violinist here or here. And that should be it. Just make sure there's no spots. It doesn't get like overly bling, but there's the square bling in the middle of those. There's diamond dust and imprint, metallic. So she's got lots of pretty sparkly ribbons. And that's what I got to do for that one. So I need to do the mum head. That one. It keeps falling over. Those parts are so big. Excuse me. And so mum head for her, and I don't want it to look like that. I didn't use the heart imprint on hers because I didn't want them to be matchy-matchy. Yep. But she got some other imprint. She got my silver on silver imprint, and she got, like I said, they're all diamond dust imprint or the tuxedo ribbon on all three of her braids and chains. So she got like nice chains and braids. I can tell I'm still sick. So I got to decide what I want to do with hers. I feel like maybe not. I feel like it's a little bit more red. This one's got a lot of silver. That one's got the silver too. I did black with silver on top. So maybe I need to do red with silver on top. That's what I'll do. No, with that one, it's going to be a 5.5-inch flower. Let me make sure. I think it's 5.5. That's what I usually put. I have a mini that has a 4-inch flower and a mini that has the 5.5. Yeah, that's 5.5 inches. And then here's Ellie's. That's going to be perfect. I said that's 6.5-inch flower. I went a little over 6 inches. You can go up to 6.5. I wouldn't go under 5.5 for that. That's just my opinion. I already have a 5.5-inch flower glued. So for the loops, I can go 6 inches or 5 inches. I usually kind of go by the flower size. All right. 127 should be 5 inches. I feel like I wasted way too much time explaining instead of getting to work. I'm going to turn you on so you can see what I'm doing. I'm going with 8. Okay. The luster does stick out a little bit further. I try to make it even. And I like that. I like that it gives it like a little border. And I still do the shiny side on the inside. You can do however you want because it's just such a little amount that shows. I don't think it matters. I need to figure out what I want with it. Oh. I'm trying to remember where my black ribbons are, like black and white on top of this, and then maybe red diamond dust. Oh, there's some right there. Here we go, jackpot. Unfortunately, I don't have a lot of 1.5 inch. I have a ton of 2.5. I actually need to. So this is just a glitter, but it is like you can see through it. I didn't mean to grab that one. I don't know why I grabbed that one. Look at this pretty one. Did I grab the wrong one? I thought there was one more. Good grief. I have a gingham, and then I have the animal stripe that has the silver glitter and black glitter, which I thought was pretty. This is Alexander and Company. See, if I did that, though, I wouldn't want to put red on top of it, too. That doesn't pop very well on that. Because I was thinking like this with the red on top of it. Again, I wouldn't want to cover that up, and that doesn't pop real great on that. I love that, though. I think I'm just going to go with the black. All right. I can't put that anywhere. Make sure I have enough. And sometimes I'll do 4 of one and then 4 of another just to change it up. So I might do that still too. Get 4 of them done. Gotta remember to cut them at 5 inches. I need my. Some of these wired ones are hard to get out. This is going to be one of those, I think. It's not hard. I just need these pliers. I wonder actually if I should put red luster under this so since it's see-through. Scissors. All right, that's what I'm thinking. You could still go in there with one more smaller one. But that is a little different from hers. Changes it up so they're not identical. Hey, it's Amanda American. How are you? I know it has been forever. You've been busy. Oh, I gotta cut more of those. Duh. I was like, where are they? Me too. That's a Hobby Lobby Christmas. I don't know if they still have it or not. I figured. It's been so weird not having a child in school or like school. My goodness. Everybody waits till I'm live to ask me questions. Where in the Okay. Finish the one you started, Hyla. This has been my life lately. What? That does not make any sense to me whatsoever. Goodness gracious. Here, I love those. Now I just have to decide, do I want to do the same thing or change it up? Hella holes right there. I must put it up. All right. I have some red glitter. Just a minute. I think I know what I'm going to do. Hey, Tanya, how are you? Welcome, welcome. I'm going to use some of this because I put that in one of her braids, so that will incorporate the red luster. Maybe I should have done black. Dang it, I didn't think. This one's just going to be red and silver. I like that. So, those two. If I had a little bit bigger black, I could put that behind it, which that is a little bigger, but I mean, some that you could actually see. I don't want to waste that just for just a little trim. I mean, like luster, if I had a little bit bigger luster acetate. Not mention. Okay. Let me show you what I've been doing. I got these in the 4-inch. I always, take like a ribbon spool and draw a circle for guidance or a smaller backer. And since this one has lines, sometimes I've just been doing this. And then you can even Or you can do it with your ruler. Oop. Missed one. And then I just go between the lines and usually try to do my corners kind of where the circle is, a little bit lower, a little bit higher sometimes, or right on it, just depends. I like to get my flower and try to see where I'm at. Maybe just a little bit inside. That'll be perfect. I need my long stick. And then, oh, what am I doing? I don't know why I did that. Because I'm planning on doing north, south, east, west with these. That one, I think I did this with one of them, and I did a lot more loops. This may still work. No, this still works. See, I've just been so squirrely. Yeah, I'm thinking of smaller loops. I did one with smaller loops, and I had to do cut a lot more. And you can stay when you do the next. It depends, if you want it all the same, then try to eyeball it, match them up. But if you want to keep going in a little bit further with each layer you do, that's fine too. I think that's what I'm going to do because hers is perfectly circular. So I want to, like I said, I want to change it up a little bit. And I'll probably do some little twisted loops or something else with hers because, again, hers is a different size, different package. That just moved when I stapled. Felt like it slid. On hers too, I did put red tinsel around. I was afraid you'd be able to see some of the staples. I mean, they were in there. It just even glued down. I felt like, and it kind of fills it out a little bit too. And you can just see a little bit of the red tinsel, just add a little sparkle on the other one, but I don't want to do that one with hers. And when I attach, you can attach it like that, or you can attach it like that, whichever look you think looks better on the mum, or just kind of a wonky. I think I can definitely do some twisted loops in those. Almost lost the pen. I feel like I'm always reaching over the top of y'all. Apologize. Let's leave that on. Let's see. All right, if I do some twisted loops, I can do the little ones or I can do big ones. I think I need more black. Yeah, definitely need some more black. I want to double it. So I need 10 inches, which is 255. Oh, what I want to do. Fold it in half. And then figure. And I'm actually going to do them like, for some reason I like it with this one on top. And then I'm going to make it look like that. And I want to put two together on each one, not just one. Hey, Samantha, how are you? I think everybody's working on moms. Mummin'. All right. I'm actually ah. I'm gonna tear up my backer. That's what I'm gonna do. But I need to get in there. figured. This fills in a little bit and adds a little bit more black, which it needs. I think I'm going in way too far. Thank you. You know, it'd be would be fun to have camp. It would be possible, but I have camp during mum season and be able to work on our orders together. But there's a lot of reasons why that wouldn't work either. That just filled in a little bit and gave it a little bit more black. I like that. Good, I remember to turn on my hot glue gun. All right, I'm gonna put some glue down there. And then I'm gonna set this bad boy over here with a couple of staplers on top of it. I need another one of those. Where's my other one? I have it there. Oh, it's over there. There. Just let that glue set and that flower will stay where I want it to stay. Okay. I need to put some. She got cutouts for all the things she's in, but I still need to give her some trinket and a bell. I have a bell over here somewhere. And a ribbon necklace. I'll go ahead and do that. The minis I'll go with thinner ribbon. I'm just going to do a more traditional one that ties in the back. Try to find the middle. Wouldn't that be fun? All right. So I like to do them at an angle. I'm trying to figure out how I can do that without cutting it. I think I would just need to cut it. I went a little over 24 inches on each side. I've been trying to give them like different ways to wear them. Keep it onto their backpack or something if they get tired. Or, you know, just when they're done with it, make it a little bit easier to hang. No, and I didn't do the right side up. Gummit. This is not double-sided, this is single face. So it's got one pretty side and one dull side. You want the pretty side facing up. Same with that one. Luckily, the glue is still a little soft. Oh my gosh, ribbons. Can't get my hot glue gun back on there. All right, back to this one that was glued. Ooh, I'm getting hot because I'm getting frustrated. Getting flushed, I should say. X marks the spot. Well, I'm thinking on it. Get my little ribbon cutter and sealer. Do these ends. There it goes. Maybe. Nope, didn't cut through it. Sometimes it doesn't want to work like I want it to. There we go. Now for this one. There we go. Now it's going to prevent it more from fraying. Still not a guarantee, but it will help. All right, I need some ribbons. Do I have any left over here? Got the wrong end, dang it. Size is that ribbon? This one? Or the ribbon I did the ribbon necklace in? Or this one? I don't know how small this one is because it's on a big roll and I can't see. It's like 3/4 of a centimeter. I don't know if that helps or not. Yeah, there's no information on the rolls. There's some old rolls too. Oh, come on. There's not much on there. It can't be tied up. Where is it? There it is. Can't see where it goes from there. That wasn't even it. Oh. Okay. On the loops, on the backer, we've got the 2.5. That diamond dust is just a little bit smaller than that. Then we have 1.5 inch and then 7/8. Oh, I got lucky. I didn't staple the necklace to it, to the backer there. Wasn't paying attention. Glue that down because it's just going to fall out. Sometimes I tie a knot and then staple it right under the knot, but I wasn't thinking. Right. Let's see. Like I said, I've got cutouts for all these, but I still wanted to give her some trinket. Lock her in here. Oh yeah, there's track too. I also had track somewhere else. So I gotta track me. I'm coming. I hate these things. It's not gonna pop off. Soccer. Those need to be glued on. I'll wait until I know where stickers and everything go. I'll just leave that somewhere. And she has a whole ribbon. I don't know if she needs this. That would be cute right there. Where'd it go? I can't stop knocking stuff over. Drive me insane. See if this will work. I don't want it crooked. Can I do this? Now that measurement guide looks like it. Oh, yeah. Definitely. I think that is going to be too low. If I do it this way, these come down too low. So I'm going to do it this way. More than likely. You can see more of the H that way. I can't get them lined up exactly how I want them. Okay, great. Everything where it needs to be. And I can start off gluing all this crap. What braid is that on the left-hand side? That's the Louisiana braid. that there are going to be stickers too. So we want some ribbons to be showing so you can see those stickers. And put Lorena leopards. Probably here. Maybe 2025 somewhere too. What you want? Let me put a clean. Thank you. You're welcome. Let's see. Put a clean backer on there. These are a little bit thinner than most backers. I got these from L&M. They're the only ones I know of that have a 5-inch or 5.5, whatever it is. I think it's 5.5, 5.5. I used to have to use ribbon spool ends or make my own. But I got really low on ribbon spool ends that would work for this size flower. Sometimes I have to add a second one because all the staples start feeling like they're going to punch through, or vinyl, cut out a circle vinyl. Just want to make sure these are all. I really miss my needle nose hot glue gun that could get into these tight spaces. But it didn't. It never lasted long. I went through 2 of them. And be careful and not tear up my backer either. I put this glitter sticker in the middle of hers. They were from Hobby Lobby, like with the stationery, but it's peeling off. So to cover up the hole. And then I remembered my Mumley stickers after I did that. And I put a Mumley sticker on it, but below it. So I don't want to put 2 Mumley stickers. That's what I would say. I can feel that a little bit. I don't think I have any pre-cut. Not that size anyway. I think this is a 6-inch. Yeah, 6. That's those wrapped around there. This is all cutouts and trinkets and stuff for upcoming orders. That's a little stiff, but it's not bad. I mean, you have the same issue with the whipped cream. So I will probably cut a circle for the back and still put like a Mumley sticker or Crafty Bug sticker on it. I like the Mumley ones because they're perfectly round. I'm getting low on all my stuff. Let's see. I need to do stickers, cut out. Her name up there. For the bigger one. And I got this violin silhouette because all the other ones were like really complex, but I don't like how plain it is. So I was thinking, I know I have some black bling and I have red bling. So I was thinking about putting just like a line or maybe like 3 in the middle. Or even like one here and one there. Just something to give it a little something. There's a soccer ball, baseball, softball, and basketball. And she does track. Track and cross or just track? Just track. Now one of these I could put up here. And actually I could put, you could do ones like that. I'm sure I'll put a bow up there somewhere or over here or something. It'll need some little bows. Something down there. I need to cover up the back of those staples. I can feel them. Or I can do soccer and put. Really don't like that on there. Maybe the black. Oh yeah, the black and white looks better because it's so busy. You know, it's got 4. Thought it was going to topple. I almost lost it. Okay, so busy with the 4 different ribbons. I think the black and white will look best on that. Also have black and white runner. But, oh, I think that's just too busy. And with that one. I think these will look better. I don't know if it'll look better with one of these on there. Again, I could do the trinkets on the bottom or bling, but I'm not still going to have to cover those up. I'm thinking I'm liking the idea of putting at least one up there. Oh, you guys can't see it. Get it so close you can't see everything. It's kind of awkward. Yeah, I could do those two and those two with the soccer ball in the middle. I hate covering up so much. In there. I forgot where it was. Hello, Joyce. How are you? Working on a mini mom right now. I hate to put one on the hopes. I feel like it takes away, which I could always put one on these ribbons because you can see they're standing out. I kind of like the black and white with that, or maybe just leaving it alone, doing a little bow somewhere. Thank you. That. And I could do a pretty bow in the middle if I didn't want to do the soccer ball over there. I really need to do the stickers first and then see what I have left over. But I could do this very easily. I could do them closer to her name where they kind of are almost with the name. Get rid of this petalist though. I like the basketball anthem mum head. I think that's too close. I don't like that. I like that one back there. And I usually, when I do that, I will attach like the Chanel stem. Glue a Chanel stem like Connie does, her picks and stuff. Make sure that's glued on there good. And you could even cover it with a little piece of scrap cardstock, like white. And then, of course, I need to make those smaller, but we stick them down in there a little bit further. So that's probably what I'll do. Maybe even down there. Yeah, the softball is the biggest one, so I think that's why I like it best up here, because it takes up more room. So I will more than likely put that one. You liked it on the Louisiana. You like this one on the Louisiana or the soccer ball? Here, let me clip it. that. I was just afraid it was too busy to put the 3 color cutout. But I also don't want to do, not really want to do 3 black and white cutouts on one braid either. But I don't know. I think maybe that looks better. Oops. But then it needs to even out over here somewhere, because then it's too lonely over here. Oh, thank you. That's Connie. That's all Connie. I kind of like that over here, don't you? Don't you all? But I definitely, what do y'all think about putting some bling on here? Sometimes I put bling on the cutouts. Like sometimes I'll do like little bling on the end of their names, or maybe like 2 or 3 together, which I might do that too, because I haven't done that this year. And then I need to put bling or a trinket or something on the bottom of these. And I have these, that would be perfect. I just think it needs something. It definitely needs something. And it definitely needs a bow. Gotta have at least one bow. Sometimes I'll take a picture, I'll move them around, take a picture, and then that helps looking at the picture. I don't know why from looking at it in person, I guess you're just in it too much. When you look at a picture, it's like you're looking at someone else's. I think it pops on the red. Yeah, I do too. The soccer, yeah. And it definitely needs one over here if I'm going to put 3 over here. And then if I put a bow right here, I think that will even it out more. But I like it. I'm not ready to attach about it. Hers, I can. Oh, I can definitely attach hers. No. And I love this little pick me up I got from the Silhouette brand. Picking up the bling. It works so good. I've used it several times already. What you doing, Pepper? Are you here to help me? Are you here to help me? Are you? Thank you. Bling it up. That's what I say. I'm like torn between, doing a line, maybe even blinging the whole thing or like outline. I don't have a lot of patience, but like all the way around the white, maybe if I have some small enough in the red or black, because that will definitely make it pop. Oh my goodness. Okay. Now Ellie needs to go there. And here is the bow I made. It's got a little red heart middle. I'm not sure if I'll put it here. or if I'll put it up here. Let me go like that. I like it both ways. It's got to have a big bow, though. That's the thing with these. They have to have a big bow, normally over here. And then this will go somewhere there or there, probably. It's a little lost. You could always, I don't want to put it with the, I like it better over here. Even between those, I was thinking probably you like it right there, huh? In the flower. Ooh, you're welcome. That sounds fun. Not going to invite me? Not like we live so far. All those hours, I could drive there to go to Hobby Lobby. This is the fun part. Because if I don't let it dry, it'll just pull right out. If I don't get it squished in there and set good, sometimes it'll just come right back out. Or you can kind of tug on it and it'll come out by itself. So you really got to let it sit. I swear that dog will just take over the floor, sprawl out wherever she can. The fun parts. Sometimes I'll lay them on the table and do this, but this thing's so long, I don't want to mess with it. Sparkle. There we go. I think she's in there good now. It's cool in there now. Okay. Now for her name. I want to do her name where her E stays right there. Okay. I do put a little bit of this glue on there too. Good grief, baby. And I need some more hot glue. Sorry, guys. Whoops, sorry. Did I get in your way? I am so sorry. Not going all the way on the ends. that's not going to touch the flower there. Again, a lot of times I'll lay this on the table. She's going to love it. I think so too. I hope so. I think this is her first big one. I've made some for them before, but not every year. Yeah, she's in middle school, so she wanted a long one. I think it's smart getting one that's slender and not anything overwhelming. A lot of times you can still like kind of mess with it a little bit if you see that it's tilted or you want to try and tilt it. A lot of times you can see because of the flower petals, so you can kind of mess with it a little bit if you don't like it. If you want, say you want it like that. I think I like it like that better. Just make sure it's glued in there. Sometimes I'll add a little bit more. Got lots of petals between my fingers. But you can't see my face. That's much better. There's plenty on there. I love it. This mum came together so nicely. It really did. It didn't give me really any issues. I'm so happy about that. Okay, I'm just going to do that one there. I like to do a little bit of the art glitter too, just for a little extra security. I knew what you meant. Ow, I just touched my finger. That hurt. I'll do their stickers all at the same time. Of course, hers I'll make a little bit bigger because she's got more room for it. And like hers, I'll do hers on. I've got the red acetate ribbon for it, so I'll do some silver shimmer on that. So hers will be done in silver shimmer. Hers will be done in either red or black because I've got the silver diamond dust for it. So they won't be on the same material, but I'll design them and everything for that. I think I'm done. If I have this one little bow, I thought there was two, but maybe not. Oh yeah, this bell has one too. Of course, all this stuff is tangled up now. There's a little basketball there. Volleyball. And I put some bling on some of her cutouts. And I put she's in track and cross country. Yeah. So I glued those together. Basketball. She got a Fear the Paw. That's way too big for that one. She got a big homecoming. The black and white, and I put the red bling on it to make it pop. And the bell is my favorite. The big chunky bling. I think she will love it. I think it's getting, it is. Almost like it's getting hung on something. I am really, really happy with this one. I'm going to take off her cutouts and put them back in here where they're safe and sound. With all of them. I mean, I could go ahead and do the Margaret. Yeah. All right, guys, I am going to get off here. I need to just take a little break. And actually, I'm going to design their stickers when I'm done. Do those. And I think I have some other minis that will have stickers this week. So I need to go ahead and design those too. I'd rather have them all done. But I just need to take a little break, sit down for a while because my back and everything starts hurting. But I'll still be working. All right. Happy mom making, everybody. I hope y'all are getting lots of orders and everything's going good with your orders and your mom making. God bless. Love y'all. Peace out. Bye.